Is there a dark side to dieting? What is the dark side of dieting? Surely weight loss is a good thing, right? Well, in today's video, that's what I'm going to be talking about. The things that nobody tells you about when you're on your weight loss journey. So hi, I'm Vanessa McLennan and I help people to lose weight by working on the emotional and psychological side of eating. So before we begin, please click on the subscribe button, click on the bell, and let's get started. Dark side? So what is this dark side of dieting? Well, it's the things that, pull you back to where you started from, that stop you moving forwards, that really hold you back. And you guess what? A lot of it is in our own heads, but some of it can be in other people's heads. So let me begin with the points so you can look out for them. Be wary of family, partners and friends' sabotage. With friends, you might have, a buddy system where you go out and you all binge on fast food, you all like going to eat cakes and coffees and things like that. And now that you're not doing that anymore, those dynamics might change a little bit. You might have them going, oh God, you're boring now, you're not so fun anymore. How are you going to, deal with that? You've got to let it go over your head, because you could still be fun. You do not need to eat copious amounts of cake to be fun. You also losing weight might also sort of like trigger something in them, because maybe they want to lose weight but they can't do it, so there might be sort of twinges of jealousy there. They also might actually really like you being the, bigger friend, because it makes them feel better. So all of it, might be really, really shallow, I'm afraid to say, but just watch out for it if it does happen. With partners, they might be really worried that you're becoming, a lot more assertive and confident, and you might start getting more male attention. You might start going out more and they don't like it. It also could be psychologically, you are becoming a lot more confident and also being able to say no to things that you don't like, and that could rock the boat. So it's about reassuring them that what you're doing is for you, you're growing in you, but you are still very much in love with the person that you married or fell in love with. And be careful, maybe family or anybody else, might show their love by feeding you. These are the feeders, the enablers. And suddenly you going, no, I'm not interested in that food anymore. No, sorry, I don't eat that anymore. They might feel huge rejection of, why? What's wrong with my food? Don't you like it? Don't you like it that I cook for you? And it's just like, you've perhaps got to start educating them. Look, it's not about you. It's not about your food. It's about me wanting to be healthier. So just watch out for it. And some of it you're going to have to go over your head, and some of it you're going to have to stand up to them and go, no. And also what you've got to perhaps think about in the back of your mind. If they are your friends for the wrong reasons, in other words, they're only with you because you are making them feel better, then are they really true friend or partner for you? Let me know in the comments what your experience is with friends, family, or just other people sabotaging your weight loss. You're going to fall off the wagon. So at some point this is inevitable, okay? And it's accepting that at some point this is going to happen. All right, we follow these diets and we go into it with, full rigor, full, undivided attention. And then after a while, this can be really hard to stick to. In fact, they are, of course, because we're human, and we have emotions. And a lot of the time our emotions run the show. So we do want that chocolate cake or that crisps or, whatever it is that's put in front of us. But this is where it gets difficult, because then the more that we deny ourselves that very thing, no, I can't have it, I'm on this diet, the more that we want it. And it's like, and then we drive ourselves mad. It's like torturing ourselves. So yes, we're going to fall off. So what I'm saying is, allow yourself to have that thing, all right? But instead of having lots of it, have a small bit of it. So, if you want that bottle of champagne, instead of the whole bottle, have just a glass. If you want, a huge amount of chocolate cake, just have a small slice, okay? Look, you get the drift. Because then we're stopping the torture, we're enjoying what it is that we want, but we're enjoying it in then small little moderation. And you may notice then, as you go along in your journey, that the healthier and healthier you become, the less you want of the unhealthy stuff. Also, by allowing yourself to have these small bits, you are sort of not getting caught up in this diet cycle of wanting it, binge, and then guilt coming in afterwards. You're just, finding out where is a good normal balance for you to go, well, how much perhaps can I allow myself each week so that I feel still relaxed within myself, but I'm still keeping along the positive on my journey. You're going to have to make changes to your lifestyle. So this might sound really, really obvious because you're like, yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. But it's not always as easy as it sounds. And to begin with, it might be easy. But as time goes on, these changes could get harder and harder. And also because you might not just be making one change, you might have to make lots and lots of small changes. Anything from like what you drink in the morning, from your lunches through to your evenings, and just also your lifestyle might have to change. So for instance, you might be used to sitting in front of the TV, watching anything. So you might have to now find the motivation to get your bum off that sofa and to go and exercise. You might have to find the motivation to get into a gym. It might be a place that you hate or you loathe, or you might have to get out on the streets and start walking and running, and that can be really, really hard to get yourself motivated, but also to keep that going. Lifestyle changes might also happen because you might be used to going out with your friends, drinking and eating lots, and of course that's going to change. So you have to be prepared to think about, okay, what am I going to have to give up in order to get the lifestyle and also the body that I want? Weight loss takes time. So no matter how many diets sometimes promise, lose 10 pounds in this half an hour, some of these things are, unhealthy, but also really unsustainable. So it takes time because on a physical level, our body has to get used to the changes over time, okay? And we don't suddenly just go from here to losing 10 pounds in one afternoon, all right? It has taken a lot of time maybe for you to get to the weight that you are, so it's just going to take time to reverse it. Also, it takes time to work out what it is that you're going to eat, what foods that you like, how you like cooking, just sort of the practical side of things as well. When you're making small changes, that's when they become sustainable, because habits are said that it takes 21 days to stick to. So if you try to do it all at once, that becomes really, really hard. So it takes time, because you might want to do one habit at a time so that you get used to it, and then that's what sticks. On a psychological level, you have to perhaps get used to cravings, what it is that your body wants, the unwanted thoughts that drive you back to where it is that you've come from. So you've got a lot to work out there, and again that takes time to work through some of those negative thoughts. And then also it really is about keeping positive and keeping going. So you might step on the scales, and because you haven't seen a 10-pound weight loss, it's really easy to get upset and depressed, and you're like, but I haven't seen any weight loss. And it's about finding the positives every single week to help keep you going. So let me know what you think. What bits have you experienced? And thanks for watching, and see you next week.